But, you know, feel free to send me love letters and stuff like that. Like, I will not... I might read them out on air or something like that.
Oh, the roof in the original hallway you did is all goofy.
It is?
There's things that need to be fixed.
Oh,
no.
just up here. Okay.
Oh no, we failed them all.
It's okay.
Not though.
Coming around the corner.
It's not because I have unreasonable standards for myself.
It's fine because we'll clean it up in 3 seconds.
I'm conditioned to never be happy. Click,
Stop.
click, click.
You sound like you're talking near me.
No. No. What even is this? The NTOV. Yeah.
It's the NTOV medical unit. So what we can do is we can get bonus points for purchasing medical, like, replacement units and putting them in this thing and closing them.
Oh, there's burn marks around here.
Yeah, I kind of... You remember when you came by, dropped a light in here, and it fucking exploded everywhere? Because I remember that. That created all the burn marks.
That was good. That was a good time.
Oh, I hate you.
I liked it when that happened.
I'm gonna teach you mechanic, Keith.
I gotta get rid of these bullet holes. What's going
on? You do that with this thing right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Now it's my responsibility? Okay, good.
Oh, thank God, I've managed to shirk responsibility.
So first aid supplies, you just hit the vend button. This thing will plonk it out.
You just take it over to the spot on the wall that says it wants it?
Yeah, you take it over to the spot on the wall. There's a couple throughout this level. You just take it over. It, like, locks into place, if I remember. And then, it locks into place. What is it doing? What the hell is going on?
You having trouble over there?
It's like hungry hippos. There it goes.
There you go.
It locks in place, then you close it. And then you can verify if the game counts it as working. If there's
gently grasp it. That was terrifying.
Ladies, if you're very aroused by me saying snarf snarf, then gently grasp it.
That was a terrifying, like, visual back then.
What, snarf?
No,
yeah,
gently grasp it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was oh, it was when Squidward was like in a full body cast in SpongeBob, and somebody was trying to get him to hold like a spoon or something, and they're like, gently grasp it, and they put on top of his like casted hand, and then it just fell off because it was just a full like bubble like cast around his whole hand. So they then were like, gently grasp it, and then like stabbed it through. Yeah.
I don't approve.
No, it's not great.
I do not approve.
It's not a great time, as it turns out. It's real not good bedside manner or legal behavior.
You know, when you're a kid, you identify with SpongeBob. When you're adult, Squidward all the way. Oh yeah, everybody becomes a jaded fucking tentacle monster.
I think I always liked Squidward.
I always found SpongeBob proper to be incredibly infuriating. I liked Patrick though. Patrick was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, he's perfect.
Yeah, Patrick is probably the greatest character in any kids show.
I mean, no, this is Patrick is quoted so much because it's the funniest goddamn line ever.
I also like where he shows Patrick his driver's license and Patrick doesn't understand that it's him or something like that. You remember that when it was the God, what was it, like the villain guy?
They're trying to burn the entire chunk of metal.
Not only am I trying, I'm fucking winning at it. Look at that. That is on fire. That is dead.
I'm Yodaing this shit. There is no try.
Do or do not. There's only win. And that's how you wind up with your kid not talking to you after baseball games.
Yay!
Parents.
You must carefully stack things. Oh god. Oh
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Parents not caring about whether or not their children are having fun, but whether or not they win.
Yeah, my brother played baseball, and my parents were fine, but fucking wow. Some of the other parents were just like losing their minds all the time. It was like, it's Little League. Every game ends 0-0 anyway. What the hell are you getting so damn excited for? It's like, oh, and the kid struck out, or rather the kid walked to first because the pitcher is 7 and can't throw the ball more than 10 feet. Certainly ain't going straight, I'll tell you that much. But I just remember being like, Mom, Dad, why is Mr. Galapagos so angry all the time? It's because his turtles died. That joke had everything and yet nothing at the same time. It's like how a joke starts with one premise, and then by the end of it, you're like, well, here we are.
I love it when a joke just becomes a word association exercise.
Yeah. My medication wore off about 3 hours ago, and everyone can tell, myself included. I was just thinking to myself, like, have I told everyone that I'm ADHD yet? And then I was like, oh yeah, I made a fucking vlog about it. That should tell you how much.
I ordered something and I got a paper about it instead of getting it.
That's how much my my medication is worn off at this point.
Oh no,
so
this stim pack looks terrifying.
Huh?
The stim pack looks terrifying. Did you see that somebody won?
Because if you
somebody
got that
won.
Shot, huh?
I'm sorry. Did you see that somebody won their office in the primaries? I mean, in the midterms, but they were already dead.
The fuck? No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I can bring it up really quick. Dennis Hoff wins Nevada legislative race after death. Nevada brothel owner and realty TV star Dennis Hoff died last month, but still won a heavily GOP state legislative district after fashioning himself after Donald Trump and blah, blah, blah. So he won. He died before the election and then won the election posthumously.
I mean, I've heard of that happening once or twice. They usually have a special election. Or they usually have, like, the governor appoint somebody of the same party.
Like, I guess at that point you have to vote for the dead guy if that's the ideology you want to support, huh? Because otherwise you just get the other person. Yeah. So you have to, like, be like, I guess we'll vote for the dead person and then wait to figure out what that actually does afterwards.
Yeah, so that's generally the way it works. This isn't the first time it's happened.
There's actually but it's really bizarre.
I suppose, but, you know, it's politics. Everything about it is fucking crazy bizarre all the time.
If you can't figure out how to laugh, well.
So anyway, what was your favorite state house pickup?
State house pickup?
Yeah, I was a big fan of the old Illinois 3. The fight in I'm not gonna steal a Stephen Colbert bit. Never mind. It's about I miss George Bush era Daily Show and Colbert Report. Oh, those were great times. They got me through. They got me through some hard times with the Decider.
It was a very different time. The people they were talking about are gone, and also they're gone. At least on that.
I was talking to a friend of mine who is my coworker, and he's probably like 6 or 7 years younger than me at this point. And I was like, "You're younger than me. Did you have George Bush memes?" It's like, because when I was a kid, we had George Bush memes, and George Bush memes were great. And he was like, "Yeah, kinda." He was like, "We were very young back in the George Bush days." And I was like, "Did you remember Mission Accomplished?" I remember Mission Accomplished.
Do you remember Napster?
You remember fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you ain't gonna fool me again. That was a good time.
Wait,
that was a good time had by everyone.
Is that a real quote?
Yeah, that was you don't remember Bush memes?
Apparently, I don't remember it. I remember the quote. I thought it was a joke, like Keith, it was a caricature.
Keith, I fucked up really badly.
What'd you do? Is something on fire? It looks on fire from here.
No, nothing will ever be on fire again. This thing's stuck. What the fuck?
Gone.
All right, Superman, you want to show me how you did that?
With left click?
I've been trying to get that thing unjimmeled for so long, and you just come in. Oh, man. Well, thanks.
You sounded so sad.
I was sad. I was like, we're never going to be able to win now because I blocked our incinerator. But you saved me like the Spider-Man you are.
You are my only hope. Oh
Help
boy.
me, Obi-Wan. Keithy.
This has been an interesting week for controversies.
Why?
The fucking Diablo thing?
Oh yeah, I guess we want to talk about that.
That was...
What the fuck?
Fucking
guys?
weird. I was just kind of embarrassed
insane.
about it. Like, what is wrong?
Yeah.
Why did you put it in again? Stop it.
Because I'm trying to set it on fire, obviously fucking
it's
asleep.
clearly not trash.
Why don't you incinerate it?
It's clearly not trash.
What is it?
It's
It
a
is
floor
clear. I
grate.
have never seen trashier trash in my life. Where's the incinerator gun? I will blow it up right here, right now.
I've never been more I've never been more confused by a controversy of like people just being so mad about I don't want to buy that game, okay? But I'm mad for like a week about it. I'm like, oh, okay, you lost me. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, you'll hear my thoughts on this once we figure out how to jam that grate.
There's not even like an unethical side of like, oh, the game is like full of microtransactions or like
micro
it killed a
incinerator.
puppy. It's like it's just a game they don't want to buy, and that's the whole controversy seemingly.
Don't want to buy incinerator. Yeah, I agree.
What are you doing right now?
I want to incinerate this thing, and you're changing this topic.
Yeah, of course I am. We have shit to do. I'm also stacking objects so that they're like not toppled everywhere. We might be about done. I don't know how much left there is to do.
It's gone. It's gone. Okay, what were we saying about Diablo? Yeah, that just made me feel embarrassed. Like, that is one of just a long list of events that make me not publicly identify as a gamer. Or even as somebody who plays video games. You know how many people in real life even know I run a YouTube channel? Like, 2. I definitely keep my online identity very strongly separated from my real life identity. As you know, when we met in real life, I was like, you will not call me Bird.
Yeah.
That's my stage name.
Suddenly switch gears to comfortably calling me the word that I don't let you call me during all the other situations.
Yes.
What do you mean this is
you're
weird?
Just Keith in real life and Keith in
just simplified shit because Google Plus was just showed my name one day and I was like, all right, fuck it, sure.
The Google Plus debacle, I remember that. Do you remember how pissed off r/Let's Play was?
Why were they pissed?
Because they were like, we have to link our YouTube channels to Google Plus.
All I know is the main thing I remember from r/Let's Play is everything being the real reason that they're failing.
True.
It's a whole subreddit dedicated to self-created conspiracies about why they can't make it on YouTube, and none of them are there.
I haven't been on in years as a result.
And the reasons are never the creator's fault.
Yeah.
There's always 500 other reasons. Are there stack zones anywhere, or do we just have debris?
There's one.
Oh, I see one.
Yeah.
This one says.
I am choosing to incinerate everything instead of stacking.
This one says crates.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna move all the crates over. You fucking cut your. Oh.
I am incinerating that crate.
Did we just tug of war?
We did just tug of war, and I won. All right. All right.
Doop, boink, ow, 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 ow. Whoa. Jesus.
I just red shelled you, sorry. I don't know how I did that. Let me look around for a yellow zone. There should be one probably in this hallway if I were to guess.
There's probably like a barrel zone somewhere. Probably. I know, I knocked my light over. I'm so sorry, little light. Be safe. I love you. You make it so I can see with my eyes. There we go.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen you outpour more emotion about anything ever. This little light of mine.
Chat's saying, of course, that the game's gonna have microtransactions. Of course they made it so they could have microtransactions. I'm like, yeah, all Blizzard games have microtransactions. You think...
Yeah.
You think all the if Blizzard fans don't get to be mad about microtransactions at this point after enabling them for the last decade?
More than that, dude.
Their top games are like Hearthstone, Overwatch, and Diablo 3, which I remember Diablo 3 opened with a real money auction house. Overwatch has 50 billion loot boxes, and Hearthstone is an actual card game where microtransactions are the foundation of the entire way you play the game.
Let me put it to you this way. You know what we called transactions before? It's called DLC. You know what we called DLC before? Expansion packs. Everyone loves, like, StarCraft, Brood War, and stuff like that, but it's been fucking doing microtransactions and DLCs since the mid-90s.
Microtransactions are different because they're, like, more like the equivalent of, like, you buy them like DLC, but they're more like consumables, basically. Like
isn't there kind of like one-shot things? Yeah, that's a fair.
No, it's like it's not even like a mission pack or anything. A microtransaction more like a card pack or or a skin. Those things, or loot boxes are a variation of microtransaction. Like at this point, that's all that Blizzard really is. That's their whole business model, and people have enabled it by constantly buying them, showing them that they approve of that behavior. Meanwhile, Diablo is such a one-button, no-brain game where you just grind for 500 hours while not thinking at all, that it's perfect for phones. It's the most obvious phone part ever. And I've been watching the people on the subreddit, like, their brains melt because Diablo's not for casuals. I'm a hardcore gamer. Damn it, I'm a hardcore. Like their poor ego is like melting in publicly in front of everybody, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry to break it to you, it's just a mindless loot grinder. It's one of the least hardcore games ever made. It's
I would say Diablo 2, if you got very, very into the meta and like the economy of the game, I would describe as that.
I'm losing my mind here. Experience. We keep getting footprints in this hallway, but I don't think either of us have. I don't know how we're making them. We keep walking back and forth and making footprints here.
I have no idea how it's happening. It might be time to pull out the schmutzer, the schmutz finder.
Like, this is one of those things where like the outrage and the level of it and also the reasons for it all like invalidate. They're counterproductive because they work to invalidate all of the actual reasons to be mad about stuff ever, including like, you know, I don't mean like real world things like, oh, starving people and stuff like that. I mean like just like the issue of like there's more important things to be mad about in gaming. And like the big outrage here wasn't the work conditions of Rockstar employees or people working on Red Dead Redemption but not being there at the moment it launched, so they were removed from the credits or anything like that. It's just they're making a phone game that is just a phone game, and I'm really mad about that. They announced like 7 other things at this convention, but this one I didn't like, so I'm really mad. I'm gonna spend all day talking about how mad I am, and people keep sending it to me to like, what's your take on this? Like they want me to like side with them, and I'm like, this is literally what the word entitlement means. This is the thing, and you're an asshole if you say that, and then people get mad at you for being like, but it's really childish, embarrassing entitlement. It's super like unfortunate to even look at.
It's stuff like that, man. That's what I said. Like that's why I don't go around saying I watch video games. Sorry, I don't go around saying I play video game. I was thinking watch anime, which I also don't go around saying that I do either. Because I'm just like, people are gonna think that I'm something that I'm not.
Yeah.
And it's easier to just not be something that you're not. That was deep.
Well, it's like that stuff and Gamergate stuff and just other issues of like Just like oh boy, every time we're in the news, it's like it's literally just about how gamers are inconsolably angry all the time about really petty things. And
well, I mean,
it's like, oh
not
boy,
like it's not a unfounded accusation. It's like, oh, where's this stereotype coming from? Keith, I fucked up again.
I've shied away from every gaming community I've ever found my way into, which makes things really interesting because if you think about it, I'm making a gaming community kind of. Oh no, you really fucked it up this time.
The shit out of yours.
Oh no, what did you do?
I didn't do that. I didn't do anything. It's fine. It's working now. Have you noticed that the character, when they're in the hands mode, they're running around, it looks terrifying?
Yeah.
Watching them just like kind of hurtle towards you like,
Their other responses, I do kind of feel bad about the hardcore fans that all went dressed up, traveled to BlizzCon based on a new title, and then Blizzard hit them with the iOS. Blizzard very publicly announced they will not have a new Diablo game to share with them in advance. That was said. And also, you can't just go to every BlizzCon every year and then be mad they didn't give you a new Diablo game every year. Like, that's not... It's a convention for one company, and they announced, like, 4 new things, including remakes of old things and really, like, no new games. Like, you're almost never gonna have a new game announced at BlizzCon because it's one studio's convention.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely don't understand the people that go to BlizzCon like it's gonna be E3 or something. Like, I know why my housemate Marty goes to BlizzCon because he meets up with his entire guild there. It's a major social event every year for him. That kind of person I get. Somebody being like, they better announce a fucking killer app this year and every year forever at this annual convention for one studio are insane people. Especially when it's a studio that makes living games, like those games that you just update forever. Like they're conditioned to. They're like, continually. You're not going to an
iterating and deploying.
I mean, it is technically Activision, but you're not going to an Activision convention. So like, you're not going to get the new Call of Duty announced. Like, every game they put out is alive for like 8 years and continually updated. So the new amazing announcement is going to be they made a hamster that you can play as in this game, and that's more or less how their whole company works. They are supposedly making Diablo 4 or working on some kind of variation of actual Diablo thing they're going to announce, but they said in advance before the convention that they will not be announcing that project at the convention. So like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, that's just a code word, which means they are going to announce it and surprise everyone.
Hashtag leaks. Is there a barrel zone or not? We've been scraping up and down this place now.
I'm trying to figure out what the Schmutzer
That's the crates place. About. I think there just isn't a barrel place. Maybe we should just burn them all.
Is this like... Why is the Schmutzer complaining about this?
Does it look like it's going after the manhole cover?
I can't tell.
Oh, I found it. Or I found a variation of what it's going after. Where's the gun? There's the gun.
It's over here.
It's right there.
Oh yeah, there's a couple up there. There's one more.
This is really hard to aim. You don't get a reticle?
Ah.
There we go. Now it's got a little ash. There we go. Is it gone yet? No.
It's still, yeah.
Go away.
There we go. Your magic gun.
My magic gun went in the poop.
Oh no, we need the poop.
Not the poop gun.
That's all. Oh, it's complaining about this thing. It's complaining about the story.
What story? Oh, right, the document.
Omnicorp Collaborative Solutions. They made a companion droid. I assume the companion droid went rogue and killed everyone. Do you want me to just drop this plot over with the other plot so that at the end of the level we can just kind of binge through all of it?
I mean, I think we're at the end of the level.
All right.
Would you like to read
we check all the
while I shoot
USBs
bullet holes
into this thing already? In the punch-o-matic?
I don't know if there's any more. I don't see them.
Okay. I was asking if you already did that, because I don't see them at all.
I put a couple in.
Okay. I don't think there were that many.
I think I might have put some of them in. I can't open this thing because it's like locked.
Yeah, I could open it either. It looks like it's got a mop in there. Well, when you see like the mop like breaking out of it and the fact that it's locked, it's actually incredibly fucking disturbing. So
how
this
is
is going
so
in the incinerator.
locked? No, that's our stuff. We need that to oh, it broke open. I think there's lore in there. I think I dropped lore in there at one point. There's like a weird sniffer. We both picked it up at the same time, and the game just handles that really strangely. Look at the little toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
No, it's my toothbrush.
Oh, it's the incinerator's toothbrush.
Yeah, there's some. Here's the. There's USBs over here. It fell on the floor out of the thing when it fell.
Okay. Why did you put the plot in the box?
I don't know. I was just kind of collecting it somewhere or trying.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Looks like there might be some sort of schmutz in the water.
I really got a kick out of the idea of... I really got a kick out of seeing on the Reddit people that identify Blizzard games as being like hardcore experiences. Because I've been using 2 different Blizzard games as my Q&A series video game. Specifically because I don't have to pay attention to what's happening and I can just press 2 a lot on the keyboard and then just talk. Like, I've been specifically playing their games because of how little thought they take to play. It's just... It speaks a lot to interesting elements of, like, how... oftentimes the appearance of demographic is more important than the content of demographic. Like, being a game that's actually hardcore isn't as important as looking like a game that's hardcore.
You still have lost me.
It has to,
wait, no, I get it. Yeah. The reputation of it being hardcore matters
oh
more
my
than the
god.
actual
I went into the ceiling.
reality of it.
That was a trip.
I can't. There's like some dead body parts.
Like whether something's
here.
hardcore or soft or like casual or not, it often is less about its mechanical intensity and more to do with like the similarity of like the dichotomy of what looks like something that's for boys or for girls, like that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's like arbitrary aesthetics a lot of the time.
It's gotta be gritty. That makes it hardcore.
Yeah, and Diablo's real gritty. Remember when the Diablo 3 was originally announced and people were mad it looked too colorful? Because it has to be gritty. It has to fit like my personality of what Diablo has to feel like. It's like the fact that, honestly, with how much controversy there was over the color scheme of the game back then, I'm not that surprised that they might be threatened by being on a phone. Because it speaks to a much like the type of person that calls themselves a gamer as an identity signifier, there's the idea that, like, they attach their identity to how this game's aesthetic is displayed and what platforms it's on, because that feels threatening to their way of presenting themselves.
I think that also, what was I gonna say? You know, mobile gaming at this point dominates all other forms of gaming combined. Like, that's just a fact. Yeah. So Blizzard, if they decide to not pursue mobile gaming, the opportunity cost of that is going to be like, over the course of the company's lifespan, like millions, potentially billions, depending on how long Blizzard's going to be around. But the point is that, like, the medium has changed and the future is like mobile gaming at this point. I talked to my cousins that they're like 8 or 9. They're not excited about the Switch. They're not excited about video game consoles at all. They are way into mobile games and like they like playing on their phones and stuff like that. I personally find that a rather sad experience because I think mobile games suck. But like I have non-mobile games to play and they make me happy. So
they're the same
it's
demographics
not like the other
that
markets
make
are going to go away.
They're also the same demographics that make Fortnite and Overwatch so successful.
I had a really
specifically
funny story.
Appealing to younger audiences is part of what makes things do so well. I should probably read this so I stop just holding it.
Yeah, I start picking up lore and not reading it. I have a really funny story about Fortnite. Mind if I say it, then we read the lore and then we close this out? Alright. Yesterday I had my piano lesson. Before my piano lesson is a kid who's like 8. which, you know, that's always kind of a fun experience to just be like, aha, I'm doing something that people associate with like actual like kindergartners. I'm learning how to play the piano. Great. But anyway, this kid is very funny. He's very social, and I like a chance to eavesdrop on his conversations with the teacher. And yesterday he was talking about Fortnite, and his mom was also there. And his mom was like, "You're not allowed to play Fortnite." And he was like, "Yeah, but I watch my older brother do it, and I play with him." And she was like, "You don't play with him. He plays, and you watch." And and she was like, "Besides, you're not allowed to play. It's far too violent for a kid your age." And he was like, "Yeah, but I know what all the best guns are." And that line made me laugh so hard, and I had to stifle it. But I thought that was the funniest comeback to, this game's too violent. I know all the guns.
It reminds me of the idea of playing a single player game with your sibling and having a second controller that's not plugged in.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like you're just kind of pretending that they're along for the ride so that you can like deal with the fact that you're being required to be around them by your parents or watch them or whatnot.
And that little brother, you know what he's getting used to? He's getting used to watching Let's Plays. That's what he's getting used to.
Yep.
Sitting with his older brother, figuring out what all the best guns are in Fortnite. All right, let's read some lore.
Yeah, Let's Plays always felt really natural for me because I grew up in a situation where I had to share video games all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like it was me and my brother with one TV and console all the time. So if a game was single player, we had to figure out how to share that time.
Yep. I don't like it down here. It's dark, cold, and the smell. Hijo de puta, the smell. All right, I guess I need to do my strong bad impression while I read this. Again, the pipes are broken, and I have to fix them. Me always. It's not like I'm the only one here who can do this, but I am the only one who works. That's kind of like 2004 strong bad, not the one that we identify with. Something is in here, I'm sure. I've seen eyes, heard the scratching. I know the eyes. Siempre los ojos malevolentes. I have never studied any Spanish. I'm sure that shows.
Bob, Junior Executive Janitor, April 2nd, 2184. Of course it's 84. I finally reached the waste disposal sector in hopes of having a respite. The things I've seen while fleeing, truly typical of these bastards. I've done only what I had to do. People won't understand. I don't care either way. Screw them all. I plan to make for the docking area and hopefully stow away on the next ship off the station. They must never find me. It's burned now. Bye-bye.
Yep. This one's kind of cool. This is a mission log for the Dead Space Corps 12th Valkyries Alien Control Squad. Identification: Lieutenant Rodney Steele, codenamed Danger Man. Primary objective: find your way through the waste sector. Secondary objective: endanger the neighborhood. The waste sector is the only way through to the labs. Reports indicate that the alien life forms have been nesting in this entire sector. Exercise extreme caution. Reach the outflow pumping station and access the labs. Sounds like Half-Life 1. Also, it's burnt now. Did you dupe it?
Yes.
You duped it?
I picked it up out of your while you were reading it, I picked it up out of your hands and was running away with it, and you were looking at nothing. But then when I dropped it while you were still reading it, it just warped back into your hands on my screen. But when I dropped it after you burned it, then it just dropped on the floor, and I just had a new copy of it. Just a real weird visual.
Oh, hello.
Oh, there's a toilet seat in the muck. Gross.
There you go.
Gross.
I'm gonna keep looking around the muck to try and find things.
There we go. Yeah.
There's still something, there's tons of stuff in the water that I just straight up cannot find. And it's complaining about it a lot.
Yeah, I might have dropped stuff in there at some point.
Yeah, I might have done that too. I think I found an entrail.
Hey, an entrail.
Oh, I know, delicious. It's like eating a hot
we are
dog,
being
but without any of the
disgustingly
filler.
thorough this time.
Yeah, kinda. Are you able to find anything?
The audience could be like, why are
Like
they
it's
still
complaining.
here?
It's like when you try to grab at the water without actually grabbing anything, it looks like you're just petting the water.
Yeah.
Like, good water. I love you, water.
Ooh. Right here.
Whoa, your character actually has a swimming animation, and it's really fucking doofy looking.
Yeah, we're doing really awkward swimming animations, even though we're like clearly, you know, not in a swimming depth at all. For all I know, it's like under the stairs or something, like inaccessible, like it rolled somewhere.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you where it is at this point.
I think it's time to call
sure
it here.
wherever it is, who gives a shit? Not our union anymore.
Not our union.
All right, let's get out.
Save.
Clean up our footsteps and.
There we go. I saved.
Yeah, so this is what causes the footsteps. It's oh no!
Oh no! Your mop was poop. You pooped the mop all over the place.
I did not poop the mop. I mopped the poop. There's a very, very important difference there.
You mopped the poop.
Mop the poop, baby. Don't mop the poop. Don't mop the poop over.
Come on, come on, come on, mop me, baby.
Mop me 2 times. Try to run, try to hide.
I wish I
mop
could
the
do more
poop.
work. Give me paperwork. Best
did you say?
day ever. Clock off. Don't
Huh?
crash.
Huh?
Don't crash.
Huh?
Don't
Huh?
crash. Don't
Huh?
crash.
Snarf. Snarf.
Don't crash. Oh, there it goes. It
Snarf.
crashed.
Yep. Ah, I crashed.
That's why we
Snarf.
save.
Snarf. 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 After snarfing like that, I need a cigarette. That's, I'm sorry.
You can't handle all this hardcore snarfing.
Netflix and snarf. We can watch Thundercats get all excited. Watch the pre-snarf before we.
The most popular
re-snarf.
Pornhub searches: neighbor, stepmother, snarf.
Stepsister snarfed.
Baby, how'd you know about my snarf fetish?
Voyeur snarfing.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know why I'm
What do you think you would
going to like
What do you think you would get if you typed snarf?
into Pornhub? I mean, you're still booting up the server. I got a second here. Incognito tab. Pornhub. We should do, by the way, there's a subreddit called like Pornhub comments. We should definitely do live reenactions of those at some point because they're so fucking funny. All right, I hope no fucking autoplay comes. I'm just gonna mute the game audio real quick just to ensure.
You should really just you should set your like computer's volume to 0.
Oh,
just
here
globally.
I am. Okay, I've typed in
All right,
snarf.
well, my server's open.
Well, I didn't find anything great. That's all we'll say about that.
That was a lot of setup for.
Yeah.
You better get back here for a rating.
That was extremely disappointing, Pornhub. Very bad showing. Next time I am looking up Snarf Rule 34 as soon as we're done streaming.
I mean, that definitely exists. The show's too popular.
Fucking Snarf, though? What could you possibly do? Like, Snarf Lion-O slash fiction? I'm gonna put the O in you, Lion-O. Snarf, snarf.
But there's also definitely gonna be. Oh, I kept saying keep working. Well, there's definitely also gonna be like that kind of porn drawing where like it's not even the body that Snarf's supposed to have.
Yeah.
Like
Demoted,
80%,
what
like
the fuck?
like 90% of all Sonic stuff. Where it's just
I don't
like
think
one
the game
hit.
worked right.
I
Because
don't
it
know.
said that I was demoted.
Yeah. Did we have an objective
Were
we
you
didn't
demoted?
do? It says 89%.
What the hell?
Let's see, IR8 concerning waste disposal. Let's see. Did we go too slow?
This is 89%.
Report accuracy 20%? What does that mean? Oh. It says, it seems to say 0 deceased elephants, elephants? Zero deceased aliens, 0 shell casing, 0 bullet holes. Incinerated item 0.
Things. I think the game just broke on us.
Yeah, I don't know.
For the love of God, turn off. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I feel like with an 89%, we shouldn't have gotten demoted.
Yeah, I don't know what we missed. I don't know. But we're failures. Right. We failed them all.
Well,
just kind of
shall we switch over to Dawn of War?
Just kind of clawing at your face. I mean, it's about to be 9 o'clock.
Oh, it is? Okay. Well then, let's save Dawn of War for another night. God, your character looked old. Yeah, we don't have enough time to really get into Dawn of War. All right.
You just leave and then behind my back you're like, he looked old.